so-called eye sign. I've never actually taken much notice because one particular person in the Boxwood Club who still today thinks he is a great oak as far as the eye sign's concerned. He doesn't fly that well. He flies he's like a medium pigeon fancier. And he came to my loft. I took my foundation in fact I took all my birds, and I put tape around their rings so he couldn't see which was the older pigeons and which was the younger pigeons. And he condemned them every time. Now, this was a pigeon that had actually...
As far as the eye is concerned?
Well, he selected on the eye.
Okay.
And he threw her out 3 times in succession. Then I said to him, look, forget about looking at the pigeons because you don't know what you're talking about. And I then showed him. He said, no, well, give me the pigeon, give me the pigeon. I said, well, why give you the pigeon when you couldn't select her on your own? Then he turned around and he said to me, hell, what a beautiful eye. I said, yes, because now you can, because now I've given you the great pigeon. And,
can I throw on, Tommy?
Yeah.
The muscles, the breast muscles. Do you feel muscles? Do you...
Man.
Do you like a pigeon or a muscle?
I actually like a small pigeon. I don't like big pigeons. Because over the years, I know of one fancier, and that is Sunday Montero, who flies, I would say, around 50% of pigeons that he actually got from me, or youngsters. And in other words, he's going to have birds that are all on the small side, because I don't like a pigeon that is big. But he has got one particular pigeon there that was a great racer and is now proving to be a great stock bird. But I do like a small pigeon. I don't like big pigeons. I feel big pigeons got to carry too much weight. And a small pigeon is so much easier to get in condition.
Tough to get a big pigeon on condition. Yeah,
that's it.
Okay, that's as far as the pigeon classing goes. You can carry it to the lid and go throw in there. And Tommy, let's talk about a little bit around the mating of your pigeons, how you mate your pigeons, cocks and hens, how do you select them? What do you do when mating your pigeons? And matings where you want to really do the damage in the club, mating 2 prolific birds together. What do you look for? How do you select? What do you do?
Well, what I've done over the years, I would say since 1990, after I had sorted the pigeons out, I then found that I had the old foundation in, breeding great pigeons.
Yes.
I bred, in 1990, I bred the hawk, who was far too lazy to train. He would sooner sit on the telephone pole. I mentioned the telephone pole because that is where hawks normally sit, with their wings up in the air. And he was bred off a pair of birds that had already bred me then the previous season. I had a double winner off the pair. So I decided not to kill him because he was so lazy to exercise. And this tells you that I didn't know that much about a pigeon, and maybe I still don't know as much as what a lot of fanciers actually think I do. I know that there was the hawk. Then
the hawk never flew.
I never ever flew the hawk.
He was a lazy
because he was too lazy to exercise.
But just to prove a point quickly, so that what you're telling us today is that it's not necessarily that the great flyers is the great breeders. You can have pigeons that don't fly at all or don't win or anything like that, but they produce.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, the hawk, whatever I mated him to was, all right, it was my best pigeons. If I brought anything into my loft, I used to try and get on sales. I don't know exactly, I can't say that I knew exactly how to hold a pigeon or how to see a pigeon, but I seemed to be able to select the better birds, because I would buy a pigeon on a sale and half a dozen other fanciers would go there. They would buy, as did happen in the case in Boksburg here, that I went to sales. Guys would buy pigeons. They would buy what they regarded as the best, the mother, the father, and all these. And because I didn't have money, I had to buy something a lot cheaper. But going through the birds, I did select there, and normally my ones, either the youngsters never really had a chance to fly, because the youngsters I flew the first season off them. They had to be able to do a toss of, their first toss had to be over 100 kilometers, and if they weren't able to do that, I came back and I killed them. Didn't matter. I mean, the little bit of money that I paid wasn't the money the other guys had paid, but to me it was a lot of money. And that is, the way that I really selected, because the hawk, I mated to hens I bought on these sales over there. I didn't kill him because I knew he had already produced winners. But I killed hens. In fact, I killed 2 different hens.